is going to be a great story. I can
All
tell
right,
you guys
there
to
we
lighten
go.
the mood. And now I'm not going to say it. Next time. You'll
All
get it
right.
next time.
Great.
Perfect. Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Built from Ash. We are here on the Dread Stead to give you a little bit of a Dungeons and Dragons game. Yeah. Why did that not come to me of all things?
Anything.
But thank you all for tuning in this evening. We're gonna go ahead and get started with a quick reintroduction of everybody. My name is Brian. My favorite board game is the Big Book of Madness. Nicolette?
I'm Nicolette, and I am playing Estrella in tonight's game. And my favorite board game is Pictionary. Is it actually a board game? We'll let the people vote.
Okay.
That's like a column editorial question.
Yep.
All right,
People
the
decide.
5 of you in there, vote now.
Yeah.
I think
All
one
right.
of them is me.
Reed, go ahead. I was about to say, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, my name is Reed. I'll be playing Tiresias, the blind paladin, for Built from Ash. My favorite board game has to be Settlers of Catan. You can never lose too many friends.
All right, Keisha, what you got?
Hello, my name is Keisha, and I'm going to be playing Lava today. And my favorite board game, I'm gonna have to go old school, I'm gonna have to go back to Monopoly.
Ooh.
Keep it simple.
I was about to say, Reed was talking about losing friends. That's how I lost my friends.
Yeah, I like stealing all my friends' property.
Yeah.
Many a family fight started over that.
Oh,
in my
yeah.
house.
There you go.
Yep. Richard.
Richard, I'll be playing Zeph, the Smoke Genasi Echo Knight. As we talk about Monopoly, it gives me more PTSD flashbacks than anything else. So I'll go ahead and say it's either got to be like something like Sorry or Parcheesi, which I used to play with my sister.
Yeah. Parcheesi.
It comes full
Parcheesi.
circle. Here we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm about to blow everybody's mind. I've never played Parcheesi.
Hey,
Me
it's
neither.
okay.
It's a very
Awesome. So I'm not the only one.
Yeah, girls
Get
have
out.
it, guys have it. It's all right.
Go. Leave right now.
We'll play by ourselves.
Right? We'll figure it out.
All right,
I'm gonna
guys.
play
You need to
Crime
play
Against
Parcheesi.
Humanity.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, guys. Who wants to give me a quick recap of what happened last time we were here in this world? Reed, go for it.
Yeah, so last time that we were playing, first we started off with a little chunk explaining about the world and some things which was wonderful. We talked about, I'm just going to gloss over some main points that I thought were important. We're in the world of Erebus, the country of Freemark, in the town of Esther. Magitech uses magicite crystals. I thought that might be important to remember.
We'll be down the road.
There are 4 main... I'm changing. There are 4 main guilds.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
There are 4 of them. The Steel Legion, whose symbol is the sword and the shield. They're mostly mercenaries and fighters. The Merchants Guild, their symbol is coins and a coin purse. The name's pretty self-explanatory. The Rune Keepers, their symbol is books and sigils of the 6 elements. And they are the magey ones. And then the Halidum, essentially the bad guys of the story, also people who don't worship Foltis. They're just a bunch of idol worshipping snobs. There are other guilds besides those 4, but those are the main 4. We learned all of those things. From my perspective, we met Zeph and Lava and joined forces with them after some discussion. Then in the guild hall, we spoke with Derica, male tiefling from the Mage's Guilds, who we obtained a quest from with our new little guild cards that we have a really shitty name for currently. The Procrastinators, I believe, is what we've landed on.
That is indeed.
And then Derica sent us to Archmage Banners, the head of Conjuration, to talk more about this quest of slaying demons. We did so. And the super fast forwarding, Archmage Banners sent us to Archmage Melithil, the head of evocation. We followed those instructions as well. Between the two, we learned that there's a missing student, Salnir, whose, I believe, cousin, Galtor Redrock, was abducted recently, and Salnir is now also missing, a student from the college. So that's a possible lead that we have. We also learned a lot of general information about demons around the city and them being all over the place, but not in the city, and nobody knows what's happening. Oh my god, I'm so scared. What are we gonna do? And then we went back to the guild hall, learned some more information from Dalen from the Silver Eagles, a gold level adventuring squadron, before heading out on our own to begin searching, I believe, the eastern and then southern end of the city wall, where we did run into a little girl who was practicing magic. We learned about the barriers that protects the city and that it extends a little bit past the wall. And right when we finished session, we had walked past her, and someone, it was me, discovered that maybe there was a method or something evil nearby, and that is where we finished. That's what I remember.
That's pretty dang close. The only thing is, they didn't send you to Archmage Melithil. They sent you to Tyanir, who is the conjuration professor that was having the lecture in the lecture hall.
Oh, gotta scratch off my notes.
You're good. But otherwise, very good job. Take yourself a point of inspiration, my friend.
Yeah!
No
It
more
wasn't-
mix-ups on the gods. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tiresias. No more Pela.
Yeah,
Mix
Pedro
ups, I
can
hope.
suck a chod.
What was it? Hold on.
What was that Archmage's name? The real one?
The one that he sent you to was not an Archmage. He's just technically one of the teachers. His name is Tyanir. Ty.
Ah, okay. Not an Archmage, just
A professor.
Tyanir Professor, and he is not the head of evocation.
He is one of the conjuration professors. Archmage Melithil is the head of conjuration, but you guys ran into him before you ran into Archmage
Wait.
Banners.
Wait. Let me get my notes straight here.
Yeah.
I have written down that Archmage Banners is the head of conjuration and Melithil is the head of evocation.
That's correct.
Okay, cool. But this Tyanir fellow is
He is just a conjuration professor.
He's not even got tenure yet. What a little shit. Okay. Well, thank you for the correction. I will put it down in my notes. I have it written in the margin right here. Read it. Don't be stupid again.
You're
And
good.
now I'm going to put this inspiration point in, and I'm ready to go.
Yay! All right. So, as we left off, we found you in the clearing as you were approaching the nighttime, looking for a place to bed down. Speaking of nighttime, let me change the lighting a little bit.
Oh.
And then,
Are you God?
I mean, in this world, yes. But
Double time wind.
guys,
These are moving really fast.
they're not moving really fast. It's
Yeah,
a windy
who's-
day.
Who sets the wind speed on this map?
God did, and he set it to double time. End of story.
All
It's
right.
not the wind outside.
Looks like so
Blowing
we
down.
had Tiresias and Estrella in the back, Zeph and Lava coming up more into this little space to make yourself a little place to bed down for the night. When Tiresias had seen one of the mounds glow a little bit off to the side. So, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into this. I need everybody to roll me some initiative.
Oh shit! I
really?
forgot.
Oh, let's go.
I
first roll
forgot.
of the night.
Yeah, that was the important part.
That's
Friggin'
right, we did.
Earth
right
methods
there.
and shite, and everything ended there. Oh dang!
I feel like I said that.
Did you? I might have just missed it then. I'm
I
sorry,
don't
man.
know. Maybe.
It's a
Dang.
23.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You calling it out?
Yes, give me just one moment.
Sure.
All right. 25-20.
23.
All right. Zeph at a 23.
Yes.
Oh, quick thing, Zeph and Lava. I need your AC and your health.
Sure. My AC is 15. Current health is 24.
Dang, son. All right. And then Lava?
Health is 22, and AC is 13.
13 AC, 22 HP. Good to know. All right.
Yeah. Me.
Just so you guys know, because I did ask Tiresias and Estrella before, Tiresias has an AC of 18 and 20 health, and Estrella has an AC of 17 and 14 health.
Is my health wrong? It seems really low compared to everybody else's.
What is
It should be max.
So your Constitution modifier. What is your Constitution modifier?
Let's see. It's a +2.
Okay, so you should have had like a 12 or a 10 to start as a monk, and then you should have rolled a D8 afterwards and added another 2.
I think I just rolled a 2 when I rolled
If-
D8.
If you
Okay.
rolled a 2 on the D8, you would still be at a 16, because 10 plus 2 is 12, plus your 4 from con.
Oh, she only has a 2 from con. So yeah, I guess it's possible for her to have a 14.
But wouldn't it be 2 each level?
No, that's
You don't
only if
add
you
your-
have toughness.
You don't add your con modifier every level?
Yeah, you do. But she would have had 8 plus 2 for her first level.
I thought you meant she was using a D10 and that was the 10. You are already accounting for the 2.
Yep,
And we are all level 2, right?
that is correct.
Okay.
Yes, level 2 to begin.
Awesome.
That won't last long. Something tells me this combat might actually be a little bit difficult and give you guys some extra experience.
No, we learned our lesson from the practice session. I don't care what we're fighting, I'm running.
But we won. Why run if we won?
Such rhymes.
So,
I said let's take it.
Sorry, I've been hung up on doing Tiresias accidents yesterday.
you're good, you're good.
Part of me wants to do it too, so I'm trying not to.
So, sorry about that. Zeph, you had an initiative of 23. Who was after that? 20 to 15.
19.
19.
Okay,
Hey.
and I know Estrella has the higher dex.
I was gonna say, I guarantee
Yeah.
you she has a higher dex than I do.
That's me.
Yay, I'm last. Woohoo.
Hey, but how last are you?
I'm 7.
7,
Yeah.
okay.
You could still beat the methods.
Yeah, I could, and there's could. Ooh, what's that? Looks like some Chinese food. What is it?
This is a panda bowl.
Ew. Panda Express.
Mm-hmm.
You lost me. You lost me.
Panda Express.
I need real Chinese food. Not American made. I need that real,
Alright.
real lo mein. It calls my name.
You're all sorts of rhymey today. You should have played a bard.
Well,
All right.
hint, hint, remember. Nah, I'm just playing. He's like, what?
And then now we got. All right, so let's get this started. Zeph is up first. You notice that there are 6 of them that have just transformed. 4 of them from these little mud hills, and 2 from these patches of dirt. The 2 closest to you are the patches of dirt, and then there's the mud hills that are on all the sides outside. So what would you like to do?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and use my longbow
Okay.
on the closest one. I guess that would be the one at 3 o'clock.
Yep, sounds
based on
good.
the map. And let's see. Hold on. Hey, it's a 14.
Let me make sure that. Okay. 14 hits. Do some damage.
All right, and that's going to be 9 points of damage.
Nice. Initial strike. So you pull out that longbow, point over towards that dust mephit that just crawled out of the dirt, and hits him straight in the shoulder, and you can see, like, even the little bit of his wing gets pierced right as it goes through.
Nice. All right. And, let's see. Yeah, that's on my turn for right now. We'll keep
All
my range.
right. There we go. It is now the dust mephit's turn. So the
Damn!
Whoa.
Sweet.
Yeah, they rolled a 21 on theirs.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I'm last. Yes.
So the dust mephits, one of them that just got shot, is going to go towards Zeph, and it is going to take a swing at him. That is a 15 hit.
Yeah, that is exactly it.
Yeah. All right, and that is going to deal. I don't know why I didn't get my dice out before this. Ooh. That is going to deal 6 slashing damage to you.
All right.
All right. All right, the second dust mephit is going to see that you shot his brother and is going to come up behind you.
Heyo.
Is going to take his claws and put them on your shoulders and bring his face around to you and breathe in your face. There is a cloud of dust that just right out onto you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Thank you, Brad.
Let's see. So a dexterity saving throw?
That is correct.
To avoid the bad breath.
You gotta beat halitosis.
15.
All right, you are fine. You managed to see, right as he puts his claws on your shoulder and puts his head around, you're like, uh-oh, and you bank your head away just in time as the dust comes flying out. So, you are fine. So it is now Estrella's turn.
All right, so I will go to the mephit to my right directly.
Okay.
Just mosey on over that way, and I will take a swing with my hand axe to try to hit it.
All right, roll for me.
And that's gonna be a 14.
14? 14 hits. Roll some
Right,
damage.
sweet. That's gonna be a decent. All right, so that's 5 damage.
Okay.
And then with my bonus action, I'm just gonna see if I can punch through it.
All right, roll for it.
All right.
My music not keeping.
Oh, yeah, that's a natural 19.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit. Roll some damage.
And that is gonna be 6 damage on the second strike.
6 damage. So you pull out your hand axe and slash at him. It comes across and hits him in one of his little arms, and he kind of recoils. And you just pull up with your fist and clock him right in the face, and he looks pretty disoriented by that. So, next is Tiresias.
Do I have some movement to flank the one Estrella is fighting?
You do indeed.
I would like to rush over to it, and I will lean in very close and whisper to it. You only have one chance for salvation. Repent or die. And
Okay.
that's it. That's it for me.
That's all you're gonna do?
And if he can respond on my turns, then maybe not. But if he has to wait, then that's it for me.
He will say something, but as you do not understand Terran, it only sounds like.
Has
I
he?
think that's a no.
He has not struck yet. Is that correct?
Correct.
Great. I would hold my action. If he strikes at Estrella or myself, I will hit him with my warhammer.
Okay. It is now their turn, and so that is exactly what he's going to do. He is going to swing right at Estrella, who just clocked him in the face. So you can go ahead and make your attack.
That is a 15 plus 4 for a 19 to hit.
That is definitely a hit. Roll some damage.
And the damage dice here is a d8 plus 2. I rolled a 1, so that's 3 damage.
3 damage.
Ah, ah, ah.
You see him starting, kind of look at you a little weird, give you your answer, and then claw out at Estrella. And right before he manages to hit her, you hit him right in the back with your hammer. But as he's going forward, you aren't really able to gauge quite right, so you just kind of clip him in the back. Estrella, he is going to try and hit you. That is a 23 to hit. He is going to deal 7 bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay.
As he basically just reaches that claw out and clocks you right back in the face after you had hit him. This second mud one that was on the other side, going to come towards Lava. Going to take a swing at her. That is a 17 to hit.
Yes.
And he is going to deal 5 bludgeoning damage to you.
Alrighty. Okay.
Give me just a second.
Okay. Is that how you want to play this today? Okay.
You trying to be like that?
Gonna be like that? Uh-huh.
It's gonna be like that?
Okay. Oh, okay, boo boo.
Oh shit, Keisha's clapping at you. Watch the.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright.
Yeah.
The other 2 Mephits are going to come towards Zeph over here. One is going to charge up his, basically take this deep breath in and then spit out this mud ball at you. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Nat 20. It's 24.
That is definitely a success. So you see him breathe in pretty hard, and you take a look at him, and he breathes out, and this giant mud ball just comes right at you. You manage to get out of the way just in time. The other one is going to take a swing at you. That's a 14 to hit, so I know that misses.
That does.
All right, so that is that turn for them. Lava, it is your turn.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna pull out my daggers.
Yep.
Mhm. I'm gonna swing at the one that just hit me, and does a 23 hit?
23 definitely hits. Roll some damage.
Awesome. So damage for that is 5 damage.
5 damage. All right.
And then I'm going to come at him with my second swing
Mm-hmm.
of my second dagger.
Yep.
If I can roll it. There we go. And I'm pretty sure I missed with a 7.
That does miss. Yep.
Awesome. So, yeah.
There we go.
Mhm.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Back at the top. Zeph, it is your turn.
Yeah.
All right. Since this one appears to have gotten brave, I'll pretty much just drop my bow and pull out my scimitar and short sword.
Okay.
I will attack with my scimitar first.
Okay. Which one?
The one directly in front of me.
Okay. The dust one that you had hit the first time?
Yes, that's correct. Yep.
Sounds good. Go for it.
That's going to be a 13 to hit.
That hits. Roll some damage.
Awesome. That'll be 9 points of damage.
All right. So you basically drop the bow, pull out the scimitar and the short sword, and right as you're arcing across with the scimitar, you catch him right in the chest, and this giant gash rips up across his torso, and he just and falls to the ground.
Outstanding. Would I be able to spin and make my second hand attack with 2 weapon fighting with my short sword?
That is exactly what you can do.
I will do that on the one behind me then. Ooh, that's a 24 to hit.
That is definitely a hit. Roll some damage.
Alright, and because I'm using 2 weapon fighting, it says I can use add my ability modifier to the damage. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
you can. Yes.
Alright, I think it's already, let's see, so that's 6 plus 4 is 10 points of damage.
Well, you have to roll to hit first.
Oh, I rolled a 24 to hit with the short.
Okay, well then, yeah. So, okay, so yeah, 10 points of damage. So you basically turn into this whirling dervish. You pull out your swords, and the scimitar slashes across the first one, and you see him crumple to the ground, and in an instant, you just immediately rotate around and slash down on the one behind you, and get another deep gash right into his side. Very well done. So, it is now the one you just hit's turn. He is upset about the fact you just hit him and is going to take a claw at you. But that is a 10 to hit, so he is basically just going to like reach back and try and grab at you, and you just automatically take a little head dive to the side and dodge it.
Piss off, sun breath.
All right, Estrella, it is your turn.
Alright, so being super angry that it hit me and knocked me, I'm going to give it a good old punch in the throat,
Okay.
wherever its throat may be.
You can see its throat. It's got this pretty long neck, so.
Ugh, I don't think that'll hit.
Sort of
That's
like a
6.
Baltinian.
Or sorry, no. Sorry, that's an 11 to hit.
11 is what you needed to hit.
Oh, there it
Hey,
is.
Hey, now.
Okay.
Hit him in his Baltinian.
Yeah.
Whoa! Language.
Hey, that was like
Okay,
my
so that
best
is
thingy.
5 points.
5 points of damage. All right. Anything else for you? You gonna take that flurry of blows?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I had knocked it yet.
Not yet.
Okay. No, yes, I will do that. I will do flurry of blows next.
Go for it. Pissed you off, you just lay into him.
Flurry
Okay,
those
so
blows.
that's a 13,
That hits.
first one. Okay. It's gonna be 6 damage.
Okay. He is barely staying conscious.
Fantastic. And then the next one is going to be oh, nope, that's not gonna hit. That's gonna be an 8 for the
Yeah.
second.
So you swing for the first time, hit him in the throat, and kind of catch him off guard, and then you take out both double punch at him. First one manages to catch him in the chest, and so he's like obviously like you can see he's raggedy in his breath, but he manages to kind of like duck out of the way unintentionally of your second one.
Okay,
So-
and that's it for me.
All right, Tiresias, it's your turn.
Have I noticed any of my comrades looking particularly down or low, or do they seem okay?
The only one who seems to have like been hit pretty hard is Estrella.
Well, we can't have that. On a,
Oh, yeah.
on a scale of 1 to 14, how does she look? Just kidding. I will move to the square above Estrella for starters,
Okay.
getting closer to the other two. Then I will strike with my warhammer at the one that Estrella has been fighting.
Yep,
That's a 14 plus 4 for an 18.
that hits. Roll some damage. Actually, you don't need to roll damage.
But I want to. Last time I rolled a 1.
That's true. That's
This
true.
time I have a 7, so that's
Okay.
11 damage with the
Oh.
warhammer.
Okay, so you seeing Estrella's not looking all that great kind of pisses you off, and so you just wind up and just crunch. It just collapses his skull inwards, and he falls to the ground.
Thank you, brother.
Ja, you're welcome. Und then I would like to continue moving to, I think that was 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
To the square below the other mud guy to my left.
All right.
And I will look at him and gesture to one of the scriptures attached to my shoulder. Do you accept the word of Faultis? And that's it for me.
All right. It is now the Mud Mephit's turns. So the one that you just yelled at is still entranced by the fact that Lava just stabbed him. Is going to swing at her and is going to completely miss. Just like Lava just kind of like backsteps real quick and he just airball. The two on Zeph are going to take swings at him, and both of them are going to miss as well. Zeph's in this whirling blade flurry, essentially. And so right as they both go towards him, you just tink parry right out of the way.
Nice.
All right, Lava, it's your turn.
Awesome. I'm going to hit. Come back. I'm going to hit the one that's in front of me that swings at me again.
All right, go for it.
And I miss him.
What'd you roll?
6.
Okay, yeah, no.
Then I'm going to come after with the second hand.
Yep.
And 10. How's a 10?
10 just barely misses. I'm sorry.
Awesome. No, you're good. You're A-okay. Can I use my movement to hide?
No, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Not a problem. That's all.
All right, sounds good. Zeph, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, continuing my dervishy actions, I'll go ahead and continue on the one that I guess would now be in front of me that I had previously attacked before with my scimitar. That's a 21 to hit.
Definitely hits. Roll some damage.
And it's going to do 8 damage.
All right. So you, still in this blade flurry, you come across and just bisect that one that you had already struck. You had already made this big gash in his side, and you just continue through the cut and continue all the way through him.
Nice. And then I will use my short sword on one of the other attacking ones.
Yep.
Oh, Tyser love me today. It's a 25.
All right.
It's a hit, and that's going to be a total of with my ability modifier. It's going to be a total of 11 points of damage.
That is awesome. So you cut through the first one, continue your spin and swing around with your short sword and catch him right in the chest, and you just see this gash come across, and he's... All right.
Awesome.
Yes, that's what the other one said to me. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
And what language do they speak?
They speak Terran, yeah.
Okay.
So it is now Estrella's turn.
Okay. So, quick question. If I move to the opposite of the diagonal where lava is, will I get advantage since I'm flanking, since it's in combat with her? Since it's engaged with her?
Like, if you move on the other side of Tiresias right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be able to do that.
Awesome.
For clarity, because I'm not sure if this is always the same. For our game with you, that directly opposing flanking is advantage.
That is correct. There are certain enemies that will not allow flanking, but we'll get into those later.
Okay.
Okay. So, seeing that this one's just railing on lava, I'm super mad and gonna try to punch it in the head.
Okay, go for it.
That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
That hits. Deal some damage.
Okay. That's gonna be 5 damage.
All right.
Get him in the ball, Chinian.
And then I'm also gonna do bonus action. I'm gonna clock him with my other fist.
Do it.
Okay. All right, 17.
17 hits.
Okay. And then that's gonna be 7 damage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. So you see that Lava's still tangoing with this one, and Tiresias had managed to come around and give her like some backup. But you get around behind him, get right, to where he can't see you, and just boom, boom, right in the back of the skull, and he is.
Yeah, suck it.
All right, Tiresias, it's your turn.
I will strike at him.
Okay.
17 plus 4 to
That
hit.
hits. Deal some damage.
Then we will get 3 plus 4 for 7 damage, and as I swing with my warhammer, I will shout at him, I gave you a chance and you have turned it away.
Right. So basically, you catch him right in the side, and you see this dust just all onto the ground in front of you as he gets the wind knocked out of him. But he is still managing to stay conscious.
Can
And
I would like to move to the square in between the two fighting Zeph.
okay, so you want to move up here to where Zeph is?
Yeah,
Okay, if you do that, he will get an attack of opportunity on you.
bring it on, little one.
All right. That is going to be a 15 hit, which I know misses. So
That's a miss.
you basically clock him, and seeing the fact that he's a little bit disoriented, take the chance to get over towards Zeph, and he claws at you, but you get away just in time. He is now going to realize that Estrella is behind him, doesn't really know what to do, and is going to kind of like almost barf up this mud ball onto you. I need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about those.
So 17.
17, you're fine. I've forgot that there was some things I was supposed to be doing earlier, but okay.
Just throw a CR5 in here and make up for it.
Yeah. We'll see how this goes next. So the other two methods are going to realize... One of them is going to continue at Zeph because Zeph just managed to cut across his chest, and that is a 23 to hit.
You're on mute.
But
Good
he's
God.
he's going to do 5 bludgeoning damage to you
All right.
as he basically winds up and clocks you back after you had hit him. The other one is going to realize that Tiresias is now up in his junk and is going to swing at him.
I am actually in his Balchinian.
Yes. And you take another swing at him, or he takes a swing at you, but you just kind of put your shoulder up and deflect right as he comes at you. So, Lava, it's your turn.
All right, I am actually going to use unarmed strike.
Okay.
I'm gonna punch him in the back of the head since he is looking at.
Estrella, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yep. So does a 19 hit?
That definitely hits. And because Estrella is in combat range with it, you get sneak attack damage too.
Nice. Let's see. Come back here. Here we go. Not used to this. I tried to go without a mouse today. So I got a 5 and a 6 for the sneak and for damage.
All right. So you basically, like, you have your daggers in your hand and you just kind of flip them around and you just punch him with your knuckles right in the back of the skull, and he just crumples right to the ground.
Yeah!
As he does,
This is the thing you forgot.
This is the thing I forgot. As he does, I need both Estrella and Lava to make dexterity saving throws.
Ah!
18.
$11?
Oh, just barely. Okay, so DC 11 is what you're looking for. So, as he does, he crumples to the ground, and you see the mud of his body just kind of like swell up and then burst, and these bits of mud fly everywhere, and you manage to like kind of like dodge out of the way right as these giant mud balls come right at you. But you are fine.
Ugh.
Cool. That was creepy.
Yeah. So,
You okay, Estrella?
Zeph, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Go.
I will be abruptly stopped in my spin by this thing that just hit me with that bludgeoning damage, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of steady myself and glare at it angrily before attacking it with my scimitar.
Okay.
That is a 25.
Definitely hits.
Good
Yeah.
rolls tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on, but yeah, it's loving me. I'm loving it back. 6 slashing damage.
All right.
And then I will follow that up with my short sword. That's a 23.
That hits.
And another, that'll be 10 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, perfect. So, you take your second, collect yourself, and then you slash with the scimitar and stab with that short sword. You come across and bring this gash right across his chest again, and then right in that crease, you stab through in the same angle with that short sword, and it goes. And he just kind of like is pierced on the end of your sword. And as he does, you see the mud of his body start to swell, and then he explodes. Both you and Teresa's need to make dexterity saving throws.
That's not good for me. So that's 2.
Oh.
All right. So, as he does, the mud ball explodes off of him, and Zeph just barely manages to duck out of the way of one that goes right past his head, but the majority of his body explodes right onto Tiresias next to him. And Tiresias, you are now restrained.
Yeah, can you refresh me?
So, your speed is 0, and any attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Boom, thank you.
And you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
So when the next one dies, I'm super screwed.
All right. So, Estrella, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm looking to see how many squares I can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I am going to go 4 to the right. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I'm going to go 2 up.
You can go diagonal, sweetheart.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if we could do diagonal or not.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20.
There we go. Whatever. So, seeing that Tiresias is restrained by this mud, I am going to just lash out on this
All
little creepy thing. I'm going to get my hand axe out. I'm just going to beat it.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
Hey.
All right. That's a natural 17.
That is definitely a hit.
Okay. All right. That's going to be 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it's not dead, I'm gonna punch it in the balls.
All right.
Let's go.
This
If
one
there
hadn't
are
been
any.
hit before,
Probably
so
not.
yeah.
Probably. We'll see. All right. So, where's my D20? That's a 12. All right. Oh, that's a nat 1. Ugh.
That one misses. Basically,
Sorry, brother.
you're just swinging twice because you see that Tiresias is kind of like bound up at the moment, and first one manages to hit him right in the face. You go for the balls, but there's no balls, and so you go right between his legs as he floats upward.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah. If I had a nickel for every time I went for the balls since there were no balls.
Language.
Tiresias, it is your turn.
I have pre-rolled a 10 plus 4 and an 8 plus 4, so that's my disadvantage.
12,
think-
yeah, 12 is fine. You can hit with that, so.
Super. So that is 2 plus 4 damage for 6 damage with the Warhammer.
Okay.
And after I strike him, I will shimmy to the position directly diagonal from Zeph.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
that's
Oh,
it for-
actually, your
Oh,
speed
never
is
mind.
0, so
Good call. We just talked about that. I
Yeah.
will think about shimmying to that square really hard.
All right. It is now his turn, and he is going to realize that there are 4 of you in front of him, and is going to take this deep breath, and is going to spew mud all over all of you. I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
17.
17.
Mine is also dirty. It's a dirty 9.
Tiresias, you are still restrained.
I really like the mud. It's
Yeah.
kind of it's refreshing.
So another thing of mud just kind of cakes over you a little bit, but the rest of you, seeing him take that deep breath in, all manage to prepare yourselves and get out of the way of the mud balls that are shot towards you. It is then going to try and run away because it realizes it does not have a chance. So I need
Is that invoking a...
attack of opportunity from everybody but Lava. Because you're not in range, sadly.
So that's a 7 plus 4, 11 for Tiresias.
Okay?
For 6 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw my hand axe at it, and that's a 24 to hit.
Okay.
There ain't no
And that's
point
gonna
for
be
my
5
whole roll.
damage.
Okay. Zeph?
That was a 19 to hit
Okay.
with
Yep.
my scimitar.
Yep.
And 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So, yeah, he's gonna go down, but I don't know who to give the "how do you want to do this" to.
You're the last one to hit it, I guess.
I have an idea. So essentially, what's gonna happen is Tiresias just kind of like managed to get his warhammer over, and Zeph's gonna slash at him, but Estrella, seeing that he's running away, is gonna prep the hand axe and then throw it. So, Nicolette, how do you want to do this?
All right, so I'm going to kind of twirl it in my hand for a second, and I'm going to close one eye, get it ready, and throw it and try to get it right between where the shoulder blades would be, so it'll sink right in.
Love it, love it. So you see him trying to get away, you see him slashed and hit, and he's kind of trying to struggle away, and then you... And as he falls to the ground, and this explosion of dirt goes everywhere. Very well done.
I'll go grab my axe.
All right.
Forget your brother's warhammer.
Oh yeah, that too.
I did not throw it, so
Yeah.
I still have it.
I'll
Okay,
stow
I
my
thought you
weapons
threw
and
it.
put my longbow back on my
Put my
person.
flame back in my hand.
Yep. Everybody retrieves their weapons, and you see these basically no bodies left, only the massive amounts of mud and dust that have been spread everywhere from your fight.
How fine is the dust that they leave behind?
It's like sand.
I will grab not my warhammer, but my light hammer from the side of my belt and dig like a crude grave and bury the piles of sand before saying some words.
Okay. You do know these are demons, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Are you just putting their souls to rest?
Well, yes. If they have some, I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure that
Kyrie.
we just like destroyed their souls. Can we keep going? Can you pray for them as we go? I don't like standing in this area.
Excuse me, sorry.
See,
Jesus.
he's
Bless
already
him.
sneezing.
Faultless, bless you.
Tyree, are you sure that you need to do this for the things we were sent to kill?
I need to do this for me.
But there's sand. You're putting sand in the dirt. They're gonna be swept away in 5 minutes.
So,
Okay. You do. I'm just gonna turn around and cross my arms across my chest and just look up at the sky, just waiting.
All right.
Is that it? Now, I do have a question. Do you think demons soil themselves?
Well, there were no balls, so I don't think so.
I
so
mean, but do you get it? soil themselves?
The ones made of dirt, certainly.
I
Dirt.
do have a question that's not about them relieving themselves. Uh, is would there have been anything on the bodies when they turned to dust?
Not that you could see. Like, basically, as their bodies exploded into dust and dirt, nothing, like, you would have think if anything was on them, it would have, like, fallen to the ground, but nothing was on them.
Seeing Lava's eyes, no, sister, there's nothing to steal. They wouldn't have anything valuable on them.
Kick a pile of dust.
There we go. Also, point of note, I forgot to say this at the beginning. We're going to be having a shorter session tonight. And because of that, we won't be taking a break. So
we're just going to power through some
Powering
D&D.
through this.
we're just going to power through because we've only got about an hour left.
Exactly. So
So if you have to pee, now is your chance to hold it.
Yeah.
Bitches.
language
So,
Bring Gatorade bottles.
as the dust settles,
doesn't work for us.
what is everybody doing?
Well, you know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm basically preparing a place to sleep,
Okay.
like up on a tree or something. Like not up on a tree, but like under a tree.
Really close to the city, though?
You're half a mile out, tops.
We did have this conversation earlier today. It might be a good bonding opportunity for the four of us to sleep out here together under the stars in nature.
I mean, I hope you all feel closer to me. I mean, I feel closer to you all. I mean, you guys saw me back there, and you guys did pretty great. So I think we make a great team. I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Speaking of feeling pretty good, is anybody not feeling pretty good?
Yeah.
I
Me.
mean,
What does Estrella look like in terms of
So,
not good?
so she took a pretty hefty claw to the stomach during that fight. So,
I will. Upon noticing this in the middle of my burial procedure, I will walk up to her and lay my hands upon her, giving her blah 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 blah. I can restore any number of hit points in a 10 hit point pool, so I will keep pouring hit points into you until you're full, unless you took more than 10 points of damage.
7 for me.
7, okay. I will take 7 out of here.
Brother, I was fine. I can take
And
care of it.
as I place my hands upon you, light will shoot out from the palms of my hand, and it almost appears to enter your wounds and sear them back together, healing you. It does sting a little bit.
Ah. Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then I will return to burying the remainder of the dust.
okay. And Lava, what are you doing?
Kicking piles of dust around.
Okay. In that case, Lava, make a perception check for me.
Alrighty.
Are you intentionally making my job harder?
No, I'm just mad they didn't have anything. A 20.
20. So as you're kicking your piles of dust around and just kind of frustrated about the fact there wasn't anything left by these guys, you take a quick look up into one of the trees nearby, and you see an owl sitting there. But it has dark red eyes. Little
When's
odd for an owl. Most of them have yellow.
Jump at it like, what?
It will kind of give you like a squint, which is weird because owls don't have like eyelids. They only, well, they do, but they can't control them unless they're blinking. But it will squint at you, and then it will fly off.
What are you doing, Lava?
You didn't see that owl? It was looking at me all crazy. And it had red eyes. You know, if you want to fight, you can do that. I'll fight a bird. He looked
That's
delicious, too.
weird.
No, maybe I should have killed it so I could eat it.
Where did it go?
I don't know. It just flew off. It went that way.
It flew a little bit, so towards the town, but a little bit north.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I'm just point. Just it went that way.
Hmm. Okay.
Another point of note, as you are kicking around your little piles of dust, you take a little kick, and you notice that there is a little scrap of cloth that was in one of the dust piles. It is a dark teal color, with a little bit, like, you can tell that it'd be like part of a robe or something. And on the side of one, you could see that there's like a yellow trim, which is the color of the robes that the students were wearing in Esther's Keep.
Do you guys remember? Does this cloth look familiar to you?
I think that's
Now
what
that you mention it,
the
it does
students
look a
were
bit
wearing.
familiar.
Maybe?
Did you say the students? Yeah, yeah. Didn't that little girl have on something like that?
Yeah, she did.
Huh.
I think this is good to note because of the missing student.
Maybe we should go back and ask that little girl about, like, any of her classmates, or I don't know. Something's off about that girl. I don't trust her. Never mind. Go
Right?
back.
I don't like
Some,
her.
yeah. Never mind about going back.
Yeah, one of these kids got to be doing this. Got to be behind it.
About this time, I will finish up my burial procedure, having paid no attention to what's going on, and place my warhammer down in the middle of the grassy area and begin muttering a prayer.
And I will go over to Tiresias while he's sitting on the ground, and I'm going to put my hands on top of his head and just kind of lean over him. Not saying anything, just kind of annoying him.
You will hear him say, Opholtis, there is no darkness that you cannot vanquish, no chaos that you cannot restore order to, and no evil that you will not judge and punish. And today I have been your instrument for these deeds. I thank you for your might. I thank you for your light. And I hope that I have served you well. These souls were beyond saving, but I hope that in death you can still shine your light upon them. And he will open his eyes and stand facing you, Astrea. Yes, what would you like, dear beautiful sister?
I am beautiful, thank you. I just say that offhandedly. Nothing, just waiting on you. But I don't think you heard what we were talking about over there.
That's a correct statement. What's the down low, as they say?
So I'll just reiterate to Tiresias about the owl with the red eyes, the claw, the weird stuff that we found.
Did I notice, either in the fight or before or after, any sort of lingering fiendish or demonic presence?
No. And you didn't take a look at the owl either, so
Right.
it would have been too far for you to see either way.
Oh, okay. That sounds kind of creepy. Do I know anything about demonic owls?
You know about familiars.
Okay. Does this sound like a familiar to me?
Usually, if a creature of small stature has features that are not really what you would expect a creature to normally have, then yes. They would either be a familiar that has transformed, or a Feywild creature.
Okay, well, I'm assuming that's the information I gleaned from my 17 Arcana check.
Yeah.
Great. Uh, I think it sounds like it could be one of two things. I guess three. First is some really strangely evolved creepy owl. I don't think we can rule that out. Number two, it could be a familiar, essentially a summoned animal that serves some sort of wizard, which doesn't seem highly unlikely given the nature of our surroundings. And third, it could be some sort of fey creature um, that I would imagine somehow found its way here. They're not usually just hanging out in the wild. At least not here, to my knowledge. But to me, it sounds like it could be any of those three things. And full disclosure, I'm personally leaning towards familiar because of the amount of mages that are nearby, and the fact that my orders coming here were not defeat demons. My orders coming here were to find the wizard summoning demons. So I already have a pretty strong inkling that that's what's going on.
Oh, is it possible for me to see those robes? Can somebody pass those to me?
I mean, sure, I'll lift up my sleeve.
Well, not your
I
robes,
think-
mate. I appreciate that. I was hoping to take a look at the students' robes.
You want the cloth?
You have
Yeah.
a student's robes.
Yeah, here,
Cloth.
here.
It's a
I'll hand it
cloth
over
that
to you.
looks like hay from them.
Okay. What are you
Is
trying
it
to
possible
do?
to? I wanted to investigate it further to see if I can tell, like, if we can tell where it came from, or if there's a. I guess I was looking for any kind of inscription, like maybe it came from like a collar or.
Sure.
like
Make an
somebody wrote
investigation
something.
check.
22.
22. So, taking a closer look at this, it definitely looks, because you can see a little bit of the trim on one end, it definitely looks like it would be the back of a collar. And because there are, like, it's tattered and gripped, it looks like it had been ripped off of whatever robe it was on.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, on a further look, it looks like this may have been snatched off. I don't think it was I don't think it was taken off. It may have been some kind of struggle or something. I don't have a good feeling about this, you guys.
Well, I guess we can sleep out here and see if we can learn anything else.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
What time is it currently?
It's probably about like 7 or 8 at night. So sun's definitely set at this point. It would be about the time to either find yourself some lodging or make yourself a camp.
I will. I will.
Do you
I
need
will-
help, Tiresias?
Yeah, I've been looking around a little.
Yeah,
bit.
that's what I thought.
I
I'll
think maybe someone should look for wood to start a fire. I would volunteer, but that's a little difficult for me.
Is that a pile of wood literally right there at the end of the road? That's what it looks like. Or
It looks like
dead
an
tree?
old campfire.
Awesome. So,
Like somebody had decided to just make a little camp, not knowing the fact that the town was half a mile away.
so do you guys just want to go back to town or no?
I think we should just stay here to make it easier to pick up right where we left off in the morning.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well then, I will just snap off some branches from the tree next to us.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put it in the same pit and use produce flame.
Love it. As you do that, the flame comes out of your hand easy enough. It's like breathing to you, and you catch the camp on fire.
On fire!
Fire.
And I will start unraveling mine and Tiresias's bedrolls.
Okay.
Start setting it up for both of us.
And while everyone else is working, I will slowly and carefully make my way to each of them and ask them in turn, starting with Zeph. Do you need any of the light of Foltis to heal you before you go to sleep?
Oh, yeah, mate, absolutely. I'd love that if you can spare any.
I will place my hands upon your wounds and heal you for 3 points of health,
Thank you, thank you.
which finishes up my lay on hands, and then I will ask, is that enough? I have a little more if you would like some.
No, mate, that's fine. That's fine. Really, I appreciate it.
Sure you don't want just like a little, I could squeeze a little more out, like just... You good?
Yeah, I'm
Wedge
fine,
and-
mate. I appreciate it.
And then I will make my way to Lava and do the same. Lava, do you need to be healed? Are you feeling okay?
Aren't we about to go to sleep?
Yes, but what if something happens? Wouldn't it be nice to not be wounded?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. You're right. I'll take it.
I will give you 2 points of healing, and then look at you and say, would you like more?
If you can give it, sure.
Yeah, I can.
I just need 3 if you can.
I will cast Cure Wounds, 1d8 plus 4. So far, I have used all 10 of my Lay on Hands and 2 points from Healing Hands, which is max right now.
Yep.
And that is a 6 plus 4. I will heal you another 10 health. As I hang on, I have it written right here. I will whisper sensually in your ear. Your wounds are the place where the light of Foltis may enter you. Now sleep and let the light of the moon bathe you in his warmth.
I appreciate it.
And then I will walk away like that wasn't weird.
Yeah. I would actually like to do something a little bit different. I like to scout everything in like. I want to go out to like 100 feet and then just do like a perimeter sweep, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
Make
just make
a
sure everything around
perception check for me.
It's a 22.
22. So you decide to take a little time and do a perimeter check around everything. In around this camp, you're obviously pretty close to the road. There's you have your little clearing nearby. There's a few people that you can see that are getting towards the town and deciding to call it a night, but you know you're fine. You'll be out here, not too far away. Continuing your sweep round towards the north, you don't see any other mounds or dust spots like you did with the Mephits. But you can tell that there are some markings on the trees. Like something had clawed them.
All right. I will take a note on that and just kind of finish my perimeter. I just want to make sure we're safe for the night. But when I get back to camp, I'll let everybody know that it looks like there's some claw marks on the trees back there. We may want to see about picking up on that in the morning once we've rested.
Okay. What you bring back to eat?
Nothing. I mean, I just wanted to make sure we were safe. I mean, I wasn't concerned with the.
Oh, you want us to go sleep, but nothing to eat? Okay, I'm gonna unpack some of my wild bear roast.
Yeah.
And I'll unpack my pocket bacon
Yeah.
and disperse one strip for everybody.
Love it.
I'm gonna look at Zeph and be like, "You want some of this bear?" And I'm gonna go, "Huh?
Not if you're gonna
Teasing me.
tease with it.
Yeah, if you guys could keep that to your own tent, I think that would be appreciated.
I know you want some. You gotta take it though. If you gotta, you want it. I know you smell it. Smell something.
There
Oh
we
my god, look at the light effect! What?
I'm not
It's so
playing.
cool.
That is pretty dope. I'm not up for your games tonight, Lava, and I'll just kind of turn away and
Hey Zeph.
lay down.
Zeph. Are you ignoring me?
I'm not necessarily
Zephyr.
ignoring you. I'm just not. You're very close to being ignored, Lava. We're on a mission, and that's
You
all there
have
is to
to
it.
live a little. Here. I will stop messing with you, and I will separate it in half, and I'll give him half of the bear.
All right.
I will begrudgingly take it. Thank you. Thank you. And eat some of it, and then just eat like a small piece of it, and tuck the rest away.
All right. Fair enough.
Leaning close to Estrella, I will whisper, "Isn't it nice watching another brother and sister get along worse than we do? It's kind of cute. Makes me feel all warm inside."
Depends on the day, brother.
Yeah, well, we are always getting along in my mind.
Yeah, for the
Do
most
you guys
part.
want some bear? It's not a lot, but you want some?
I'm good.
I would take
So
some.
as long as you promise not to do that weird, creepy whisper thing in my ear again.
Got it. And no healing lava. Noted.
No, you
I-
can heal me, just not the creepy, weird
So-
whisper thing.
So go
You
I
hand in
say
hand.
it.
Smack
Just don't
Tyrese
whisper it in
on
my
the
ear.
shoulder.
Can't
I
have
smack
one
him.
without ow!
I'm
Said that to
okay
her?
with you just simply saying it. I appreciate it, but
I'll just try to whisper it a little quieter next time. How about that?
no.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Okay, Tyrese.
I
Here.
can't, do it. The healing comes from the prayer. I literally cannot do it without the prayer.
That's fine. I just didn't want you to whisper it.
Oh,
You
so
just say it.
if I say it louder next time, that's better. Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
So
that's fine. I'll take
I
you
can
yelling
totally
it at
do
me.
that. I can handle that.
Yell
I
me back to life. I'm a-okay with that.
I lean across the fire. Well, I guess kind of look around the fire and say, he's not the best at social cues.
It's okay. I understand, and I kind of look over at Zeph and giggle.
I'm curling up into a ball on the floor. Like I'm so focused on resting to track down stuff tomorrow. Zeph's not even. He's barely he's not socializing really. Like he's very much into mission mode.
Why don't you guys get some sleep? I will stay up for a little bit and keep an eye on things.
Do you need me?
Always.
I'll stay up with him.
Sounds good. So you guys will take first watch.
Yeah, I guess so. Cool. So we're
Yeah.
sleeping in 2 teams then?
Sure. That's
Alright,
fine by
that
me.
works.
I'm not gonna make you guys do a 1-person rotation throughout the whole night. I'm fine with you guys basically doing 2 shifts. So because there's only 4 of you.
Yeah.
Before you pass out completely, Zeph, are you cold?
Cold, sister. When are we ever cold?
Hey, you're all curled up into a ball. I was just wondering.
Just trying to keep my vital organs safe. I mean, we're sleeping outside. Not just gonna
They haven't
splay
done
out.
that before?
We were just attacked by demons. It's dark. Just trying to be safe.
Okay, brother. Okay.
Nothing's gonna harm you. Not while I'm around.
Oh my gosh.
So that would be.
Hey, Tyree.
Yeah.
What did you think of all the demons earlier?
I think they needed some some guidance, and I'm a little sad that I was unable to give it. I think there's a language barrier I have to find a way to get over.
Do you think that things are inherently evil and good?
That's a big question for session 2.
Oh my god!
Uh,
You can answer. Do whatever.
this is a super important question for me as a player, so I have to make sure I separate Tiresias from this. Does Tiresias? Yeah, I think I do think things are inherently good or evil. I mean, you look at some fiends and devils and demons. I think they're definitely born with a little more darkness in them than light, but I do think there is light in everything a little bit, and everything has a choice. Which side of themselves they choose to accept. You look at the teachings of Foltis. One of the last prelates that Foltis himself selected for the church was a goblin, and Foltis made a point of telling his followers, everyone deserves a chance to change if they wish, and I don't believe in not giving things that chance. I mean, if something attacks you, that's a kind of a different story, but I think there's enough light in everyone that there's a chance for good.
Okay. I was just wondering.
What about you? What do you think?
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure yet. From everything we've been through till now, it's been a lot.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't know. I'm still trying to sort it through. You know how I am.
Yeah, see, the other hard thing to think about is that, I mean, even the people who did things to you and I that were terrible may have been trying to do what they thought was right. And that gets into some pretty serious questioning.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
who's to say who makes that call?
right. Well,
I mean, Foltis is the answer, so that's easy.
Well, at least I have you to be a light that shines.
Would you like me to shine some light on you?
Sure.
I'll lift up a little bit of the cloth covering his eyes, and a little beam of light will shoot out.
Oh, it's so bright.
I'll pull it back down.
And I will just look at the floor and just say, I'm sorry for all of it.
I mean, for camping with strangers, that's fine. They're pretty cool, I think.
You're right. You're right. They're starting to become, I don't want to say the word friends out loud, but to you I can say that.
I mean, you don't have to say it, but
the F word then.
Yeah, they're getting better. They're getting closer to being bigger Fs.
Bigger Fs, we'll say that.
Tiresias will put his hand over your shoulder and pull you close. You have nothing to be sorry for, Astrea.
All right. And I'll just look up at the stars and kind of just, let my mind just, wander.
Yes, that's a 10 perception for me for tonight.
And then... That's a 10!
I would like to roleplay waking them up, please. Uh, I will whisper to Estrella, I will get Zeph. You can have a lava, and I will lift the fabric from my eyes and slowly look up and shine the light right in his face, and then blink really quickly until he wakes up.
God, what the fuck? Yeah.
Rise and
Who's it?
shine!
Bro,
Was that? Was that you, Tiresias?
Yeah, that's your turn for watch. I hope you had a good night's sleep. I'm going to bed.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
Everyone should wake up and see the light of Foltis first thing, so you're welcome.
Yeah, mate, but I believe the order of operations is wake up and then see the light of Foltis, not like see the light of Foltis as you're sleeping and then have it rip you from. But it's all right. It's all right. You get your rest, and yeah. I'll take watch. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate.
So I will head over to where lava is, and not really sure how to wake another female up because I've never had to do that ever. I'll just kind of kick her boot a little bit, be like, "Hey, lava, it's time to get up," and I'll kind of kick her a little bit harder.
I'm gonna jump to my feet with my dagger in my hand. Like, what happened? Who died? Who?
Oh.
Where we gotta go?
Girl, no, sorry, I don't know how to
Okay.
wake people up. It's your turn to watch.
Okay. I'll flip my daggers back around and put them in my little holders. And okay. Next time you can just. The best way to wake me, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have a lot of weird
Okay.
ways to wake up. It's just.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I'll
We'll go
figure
with
out a
it.
way to do it where it's not too creepy and I won't want to kill you when I wake up.
Maybe we can have like a code word or something.
Yeah.
Like, we'll think about it.
Cool. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. You get some
Okay,
rest, okay?
I'm gonna
Like,
go to bed.
as I rub my eyes and come to. Yeah, okay. Fire, I see. I wrote an 18.
Oh God. It's not one.
It came.
Finally. Wonder what those scratch marks are.
What the what are?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about the markings on those trees from last night. Oh God, my eyes are still fucking killing me.
Just close your eyes.
No,
And
if I
you just
close them, I keep seeing the strobing lights
I
from
know,
before.
but
So
if you just close your eyes and just close your eyes. I see your eyes are still open. You gotta close them.
I'm waiting for you to explain the rest of it first.
I'm going to help you. Just you have to trust me. Do you not trust me?
I'm not saying I don't trust you. I'll be all right. Really, I'll be fine. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, brother. Okay.
I'm just wondering about the markings on the trees that I saw. Some kind of slash marks in them, and I mean with that cloth being damaged or snatched or ripped or whatever it was.
It
I have
looked like it was found in the pile of the dust that I was kicking around. Remember?
yeah, but I mean Eva. I mean
You're
you
trying
don't
to
think
figure
a
out where did it
student,
come from?
right? Like did a student turn into a demon? the demon summoned
Wonder
a
if it
student,
was
and
that
then
creepy little girl from earlier.
I just think you got suspicions about that girl. I think that's all that really is.
I don't like her. There's something about her.
Yeah, I know. I've gathered that much, sister. But I mean,
I
she's just a
will tell you,
student.
brother. So, students doesn't mean anything. We were students at one point, weren't we? In our own weird way.
I never was. I never been to no school.
You didn't have to go to school. Didn't Ember teach you how to fight and how to protect yourself?
I mean, if you want to call it teaching, I guess you might have.
We were in training almost every day, brother. That is training. It is school.
I just thought it was life. I can't say I saw as much. I don't know about training. I thought
Brother,
I
she
thought
was training us to be her little soldiers. You never
that's
saw
what she
that?
was doing.
Of course, of course. Her little soldiers and minions to take over the village, remember?
I don't remember all that, but like I said, I don't remember it being training, love. I mean, you were with her much longer than I was, so maybe it
That is
was
true.
maybe it was training. But yeah, no. As far as I'm concerned, that's just the way she was. You just had to
It
kind
was
of,
crazy.
yeah, pretty much. But
What
I
if
mean,
I turned out like her?
I mean,
Sometimes
I,
I wonder.
I pray you don't. I have to pray you don't. I mean, that
Hmm,
would just be that would be the worst, wouldn't it?
would it be? Come on now. We were raised around all that. That's what we were used to. Why not?
Amber is probably still locked up in that town if she's even alive anymore. Like,
They
I don't think
probably
that's
buried
something.
her under the town.
That's not something you want to live up to, is it?
I don't know. Part of me sometimes wants to go back and see if she is still alive and, you know, set her free if she is.
Well, you you do what you want, love. I mean, I can't tell you what to do there, but I'm never going back. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I didn't ask you
I'm
to go
done with
back,
that.
brother. I know you have your life.
I'm not
My
thinking about her or
brother,
anything. I mean,
the famous bounty hunter.
oh
Soon
yeah,
to be extra famous.
trying to
Yes.
be.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Don't worry, one day you will catch somebody worthwhile that will put your name in the stars, brother.
yeah, I'm glad to hear you have faith in me. But
Just
yeah,
hope it's not me. Ha 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 ha.
I mean, why would it ever be you?
Oh, I was just being sarcastic. Making a joke. That was all. As I look away.
I mean, didn't you get married and everything? Like, I mean, I don't you're not really the type for that, are you?
Well, yeah, I did go get married, but you know, my poor husband, my late husband, he was older, and you know, I got to spend a little bit of time with him that I was able to, and he moved on to another world. So
So what? What? He moved on, and you what? You started robbing folks.
I started robbing folks. No,
Whatever.
no. Why would I go and do something like that? I gave all of the money that we both had to charity, and I just decided to travel the world.
Yeah, that that sounds like you. I can see
I
that.
started a little shelter back home for like for all the kids, so that way they don't have to live in the streets. So I was trying. It's just a
Yeah,
small little hut. It's like a little house, just like a little hut, sort of where we
okay.
grew up at.
Yeah. Good on you, sis. Good on you. It's nice.
Hmm. Well, Are your eyes feeling any better?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, they're all right now. I mean, I'm not seeing spots anymore, so that's great.
Awesome, awesome. They are pretty cool. They are pretty cool.
But as soon as there's light, there's more light. I really want to check out those scratches, though. I mean, I think there's
Not a
really
problem.
something worth finding there.
Do you want to? Well, about wait a minute. Wait a minute. Pause. About what time is it now?
It's probably like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Okay. Do you want to take a torch and how far away was it? Like, was it around the area where I could still see you?
It's about 100 feet to the northwest there. But no, it's
Okay.
best. It's probably best if we wait. We can wait for Estrella and
No
Tiresias to
problem.
get up.
I was just going to tell you if you wanted to, I'd still be able to see you with your torch as long as you keep it lit.
Yeah, no. Probably not for the best. I mean, it ain't worth sneaking around at night with holding a torch. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah,
Well,
we'll
while
wait.
you're doing that and you're sitting here resting, I'm going to sneak over to this bush and go to the bathroom.
All right. Good luck, I guess.
And while I sneak away from him, I want to, I'm gonna go and check it out on my own.
Okay. So you
Be
go
hard-headed.
northwest to where he was talking about the markings.
Yeah.
Make a perception check for me. Or survival, either one.
Perception's higher. 19.
19. So you managed to find the slash marks, or the claw marks that he was talking about. They're in groups of, well, they're not really in groups. They're like one large cut apiece. It's like some kind of blade, but it's not as clean cut.
Okay. Can I see if there's anything around the bottom of the tree?
Sure. So if you look towards like where the cuts are, you do see there's like some bits of bark and a little bit of wood that have come off the tree. And a small like little bits of green. Make a nature check for me.
20.
20. You aren't able to pinpoint precisely what it is, but it's definitely like a creature. Like part of its skin or a little bit of maybe some chitin. It's like a very thick, like very hard, almost shell kind of texture. But it's very small bits of it that are around the cuts.
Okay. I'm going to creep back over to the area, but before I get there, just because I miss my mohawk, I'm going to suck my hair in.
Okay.
Just before I make it back to Zeph, I'm gonna suck my hair in and I'm gonna just be like, oh, I missed my hawk. You will be out soon. Don't worry, darling. And then I'm gonna grow it all back real quick and I'm gonna go back like nothing happened.
Sounds good. The rest of the night passes pretty easily. No real... Oh, lost her.
Every time.
Every time.
Cool, she's back.
There she is.
I knew it was gonna happen. I was like, ah.
Hey, Reed gets to be me now.
So, you awaken from your slumber.
Yeah, so you all finish your watch. Shortly after, Tiresias and Straya manage to wake up. What would you all like to do?
Hey, so Zeph found something yesterday.
Oh yeah, guys.
Mhm.
Estrella, Tiresias. Morning, guys. I hope you all rested well. Nights are all
Uh,
right.
is it how far past the sun rising is this conversation?
Not too far.
I would have awoken with the sun and already done my morning prayers.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. What did you find?
Um, Fine, I guess. No pleasant trees in the morning. There's some scratches on the trees back here. Some markings I saw. I'm not sure if they're claw marks or what, but about 100 feet to the northwest of it, there's some stuff I think we should check out. Really,
And you found that last night during Savage?
I've I actually found it right last night, right before we went to sleep. I just figured it'd be best to wait until morning when the path was lit, so we can get a better look at things.
That's great for me on a personal level. If there are claw marks on the trees around where we're sleeping, I would like to know that before I go to sleep. I'm totally fine with waiting for the pursuit until the morning, but I feel like that may have been good to share before we spend the night. Uh, just for me personally.
I'll keep it in mind.
Next time you find claw marks on a tree around our campsite, just let me know.
But
Sure
what
thing,
if
mate.
they're
Full
my claw
disclosure.
marks? And I look at him and I give him a evil smirk.
Sister, he's blind. Remember, he can't see that.
I feel like he can sense my sarcasm though.
All I can sense is your beauty.
Oh,
Ugh.
that was just the sweetest thing I've had in the morning in so long.
Good morning.
Anyway, whatever.
What do you want to do about these claw marks?
I'd like to investigate them. I want to see if they're connected to that student's cloth that we found yesterday, or that weird ass owl.
Is it one or like multiples? Did it look like they were leading somewhere? Could we follow them?
Well, let's
Well,
go find out.
Yeah, come on, let's
They're
check
on
out.
the trees. They're about 100 yards this way. I'm gonna kind of snitch on myself a smidget. Yeah, when we get there, maybe we should check the ground. There might be like some green stuff or something.
Grass.
Green stuff.
Yeah, green stuff.
Did you just say like grass?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Being a smart ass right now.
Tiresias
And I'm gonna just
will,
go. I didn't think of that. Yeah, it could be grass.
Tiresias will latch on to Estrella's cloak. Fel leads the way.
Zeph?
All
I'll
right,
just
Zeph. Which direction? Shall we go in this direction, or and I'm gonna just start walking like I know where I'm going? Cause I do, but
The deception here is so deep.
I actually just yeah, you pretty much got it. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you probably went there sometime last night, but
no, I
I
only
don't know.
snuck off to the bathroom.
Well, you didn't actually sneak off anyway. I mean, you told me you were going to the bathroom, so
Well, yeah, hey, to me that was kind of like a sneak off, I guess. I was just trying to put it politely, I guess.
yeah, sure. But it should be right up here. It should be right up here.
Okay.
And I will.
You'll bring them all to the markings. And it's just like I described. They're large single cuts. You can see that there's little bits of bark and everything scattered around the trees. What would you like to do?
I will feel them like Braille to really get a feel for what they look like.
Okay. There's this dark groove, or this very deep groove that goes through the middle, and then there's the. It's not a very sharp blade, so it's not done with a sword. It's like some kind of claw or scythe or something.
Can I make? Does it seem familiar? This eyes or this quality of the groove to me?
Um, sure. Make a nature check for me.
Hey, nat 20 plus 1.
Okay. You wouldn't have really experienced something like this before, but you know of a few creatures that have like these praying mantis like arms that would be able to do something like that.
What are these creatures that I know of?
The one that I mean there's a bunch, like much like more deadly creatures that you doubt would be this close to a city. Um, but there are some called onkegs that are essentially ambush predators. They like to tunnel and dig around, and then they will sit and wait for their prey to come above them, and then they're kind of like trap antlions that will grab and pull their prey down.
Uh, yeah, do you guys know anything about these claw marks? I have some ideas.
What's your thoughts on it, bud?
Well, they look like not a sword. The grooves are not consistent enough for a sharp or well-maintained weapon. And I will kind of smirk and turn to Estrella, trained eye. But the awesome creatures that I have studied in my trainings, some natural creatures that would match about the approximate height that these cut marks are on the tree, and their slashing kind of crossing to me would indicate two separate appendages, and much like the DM, I will do this. Um, sort of like a larger praying mantis-like animal. The one that's immediately coming to mind that could be actually present and native to this area is something called an ant keg.
Brother, I think that's on keg.
Oh yeah, I mean,
ant-
if you have a
keg.
question about spelling, I would defer to the person who can see the letters. Um, but that's probably on keg. Sure, that's fine. But say, from my studies, I believe, uh, Brian, jump in if I'm remembering things that you didn't just tell me. I think they are burrowing creatures that come from sometimes underground and like to ambush people, and they're kind of like a cross between a giant ant and a praying mantis. Um, I don't know for sure that that's it, but that seems like a possibility.
That sounds like a good creature that might be really good, crispy over a fire.
Yeah, I think the legs are particularly edible, actually.
The legs are, but you
Ooh,
would
like
know
a
that.
frog leg?
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, the legs would be edible, but the body itself would not be because you know that they are able to spit poison.
Yeah,
Mm.
the legs are definitely edible. I would stay away from the rest of it. Um, uh, it will give you really bad heartburn. Uh,
Hmm.
and by that I mean it will literally burn your heart and you from the inside because they spit acid.
Hmm.
So if you want to eat it, please stay with the legs, maybe. Again, this is just from my reading. I don't think I mean, I've clearly never seen one, but I don't think I've ever encountered one before either.
Hmm.
So, do we follow this possible praying mantis trail? Or do we go somewhere else to find out where the creepy owl went? Where are we thinking about going next?
Uh.
I think it would behoove us to continue our search around the entire perimeter in case we find something different, but be on our guard, knowing that we could be walking through the territory of these burrowing creatures. I don't think they should be our priority, but this is a great warning for us to be prepared in case they show themselves.
Okay, okay. Well, since we're standing here and there are marks already in the trees, just to make sure we're not in the same area, does anybody have tremor sense?
What is that?
You should be able to sense tremors in the ground.
I mean, I have feelings. Does that count? I could feel the ground. Is that the same thing?
Well, no, I was just wondering if you had it, seeing as you know you're blind and all your other senses are kind of heightened. It was just a thought. It was just a thought.
Um, yeah, I'm not sure of what that is by name, but if something that was evil or devilish in nature tried to come at us from underground, I could certainly sense it, but it wouldn't be from tremors. It would just be from the auras that they off-put. Um, but I mean, if it's delivering a magnitude a 6.5 earthquake on the way, I think I'd probably know.
Okay, well then, can I do like a sit down slight meditation look to see if and use my tremor sense and see if there is anything near us?
Sure, roll perception for me.
Oh well, nope, apparently not. That was not one.
You like sit down and try and focus on seeing if there's any vibrations in the ground. You do feel
Well,
this
that's 'cause I wrote performance.
Well, okay, but you you do feel a bit of a tremor, but it's coming from your stomach.
Yeah. All right. Nope. I don't feel anything. Nope. All right, guys. All right.
Not just maybe we just be aware if any of us do feel something like that from the ground to speak up quickly so we can all be ready.
Cool. I feel a tremor in my stomach. Let's see.
That's
have
what
a-
I'm saying. But I agree with Tiresias. I think we should just continue our patrol of the perimeter. And I mean, of course, if we come across any of these other praying mantis tracks, it'd be good to be ready. But otherwise, we should keep looking for demons and the source of them.
Okay.
We should probably keep our eyes towards the north, since that's where the bird with the red eyes flew.
Have we crossed the corner of the southernmost wall to head north yet? Or
Yes, you
is north...
have. You're on
Okay.
you're on the western side of Hester.
Okay, cool. So we've
Um,
done the east and the south, and now we're on the west.
Correct.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Good idea, Astrea. So not only should we watch underground for the ankegs, but also we should watch the sky for creepy owl familiars. Because you never know, they could be there too.
Let me see if I can show you all. Sure. Here. So here's Hester. You all are right about here. I don't know if you can see my pings.
Yeah, it's right there. I
I see
see
all
it.
these blue ring pings.
Yep. So you're about in that area. You had passed by what would be the the southwestern gate, and decided to camp for the night, and then that's where you found that. Well, I guess it'd be a little bit farther out, but yeah.
Hi ho.
Great. Grabbing onto Astrea's robes once again. Someone leads the way.
And I will start walking.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
North.
right. I'm gonna go right next to her.
Okay.
And I'm gonna whisper. So about last night, I thought about it.
I thought about it too.
It's gonna be weird. Don't get weird. Don't get weird. How do you feel about playing with flames that won't burn you? Like my hair? You can play in my hair.
Oh,
if
like
you
like
want.
like Like
Yeah,
fluff
it'll
it,
just kind of
fluff it?
floof away, but I'll feel it. So
Okay.
I
Well,
I like
I
the
was thinking.
motion playing in
Okay,
here.
I can do a little fluff
Sounds like a win.
sound.
Sounds like a win.
I was also
Awesome.
thinking of a code word, and I know you like ale, so I was like, what if I say ale? I think that'll wake you up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just make sure that you're actually saying it to me, because Zeph might hear it and
Oh,
wake
true.
up.
Perfect. I like it.
All right, cool.
All right. So you all are going to continue up north. I need everybody to make survival checks for me.
Oh, boo.
You're in
Please?
the forest. You're trying to survive.
14.
Oh, well,
It's a 4.
it's a 4.
4, 4, 14, and you're muted.
13.
13. Okay, sounds good.
Is that one of those silent numbers you were trying
yeah,
to give us?
yeah, he was trying to give us the silent numbers. So, so we got a half and half. Cool. Let me do a couple rolls.
Low.
Ooh, that was not low.
I shouldn't assume. I should say bad. Well, bad for you, good for us.
So, you all are continuing your trek northward. Because of your survival checks, everybody make a perception check for me.
Yeah. Big booty.
Oh yeah, big booty.
16. I don't think that fit with the whole big booty thing, but
I got a
going for it.
13.
What was that, Keisha?
16.
16? 16, 13,
12.
12. Okay.
Like me and Zeph just keep getting the same rolls.
Yeah. Y'all in sync this trip. So, good thing is, you two rolled low on your survival, so you needed that high perception.
Awesome.
To see what was coming.
Yep. So, as you are continuing northward, you aren't really able to find like any kind of tracks per se of like no sulfuric smell as things are happening, and no real like other distinguishing features that you would be able to find, but you do see more of those claw marks. So it would actually be Tiresias who would feel it first.
Yeah.
As you essentially can feel the vibrations through your feet.
As soon as I hear it, I will shout, "Is it coming from below? Prepare yourselves! May the light of Fortis be with you!"
Okay. So as you all get yourselves ready, let me make a quick little... Zeph,
Yes.
you are preparing yourself. You aren't really sure where it's coming from. And then right in that moment, you hear this as the ground below you starts to get uneven. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Got it.
Brian, that was a really good sound effect. I like that. That was dope.
13.
13 is just enough. So you can feel it coming out from under you, and you give yourself like, oh, it's coming. You know it's gonna happen, and you do a little dive to the side right as this giant praying mantis-looking creature with these giant mandibles and these huge scything claws bursts out from under you. His mandibles close together where you would have been half a second beforehand. And as he does, you can see this acid starting to drip from his chin.
Shit.
And that is where we will pick up next week. So,
Of course. It is.
I knew it.
Yep.
I knew it.
Timing. We just got hit with a 4-person raid.
Of course. But welcome everybody for the raid. I'm sorry that we are closing up shop right as it's happening. But thank you all for watching. I'm sorry it's going to be an early night tonight, but we have some things we need to get taken care of. So, but yes, hi new friends, bye new friends.
Tune in next week.
Yeah, but hopefully you all be able to tune in next week for Reed's campaign, episode 3 of World Break. But we appreciate everything that you all have done, and and thank you all for tuning in.
Nice. Thanks.
So, thank you all. Good night, everybody.
Have a
good night.
Bye.
Thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you. Bye.